Hello everyone, this is lbsubba coming to you live again to continue our, you know, live from yesterday. We were talking about how to start your business in next 7 days. So especially this Facebook Live is for those people who always wanted to build their own business, but for some reason they got stuck or something came in, something happened to them, and they never started their business that they think of. Or you're someone else who is working day and night and you want to change that thing. You want to have more time, more freedom, more money in your life, and want to have your own business, and you want to accomplish everything that you have been dreaming from your business, but you haven't started your business. But you always wanted to do that, right? So this live is for those people who wanted to build profitable business, you know and have it get started in next 7 days, right? So that was the topic yesterday, and this is going to be the part 2 of that topic, and I'm going to talk more about that topic today. So if you are someone else who wanted to do your own business and earn more money, have time freedom, have quality time with your family, make more money, or get rid of your 9 to 5 job, this is the Facebook Live that you need to watch, right? I'm going to show you, I'm going to reveal you how you can start a profitable business by leveraging internet and technology from the comfort of your own home, and what are the things that you need to understand, you need to have in place to do that, right? So that's what we're talking about. But before I continue, again, as usual, we're using technology to share screens and stuff like that. So to do that, I need to check my audio and video first, and then we'll start. Okay, so if you're watching me, give me a heads up, and in the comment box, let me know where you are watching from, so that I know which place you have been watching me, right? So let me quickly check my live here and see if everything is okay. Okay, looks like I am live, but let me see. Okay, let me check my audio right here. Okay, awesome. Looks like I have a great audio right here, and I'm good to go, right? So let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So, yeah, you see, yesterday we talked about, the first step that you need to understand and you need to have in place in order to start your own business by using internet and technology from the comfort of your own home. And you can do this in a part-time basis or even a full-time basis, but I highly recommend you to do it in part-time basis, so that you still have income coming from your job, and you will be able to support your family while you're starting your business. Unless you want to go all in and you have an emergency fund, or fund that will last for your family for quite a some time, because business is business, you see. 80% of business in United States, they don't make it. So there is no guarantee in business. There is a risk in doing business, right? But higher the risks, higher the return, right? Even though there is no guarantee in doing business to have a profitable business, but if you do it right way, if you choose the right business, if you do it in right way, and if you follow the things that I'm sharing with you, the reward gonna be awesome, right? I still remember back in 2015 when I was when I was having a big momentum in my business, right? Sometimes if you build your business in right way, you will feel that you have been paid more than what you're doing in your business, right? You will feel that way. So it comes with great reward, but it comes with some risk. So that's why the business model that I am introducing you, or I highly recommend you to go and start your own business, is by leveraging internet and technology from the comfort of your own home, without big capital, without any experiences, without any kind of college degrees, right? And if you have all those, that's great. It will be additional advantage for you, right? But if you don't have to worry. With this internet and technology, and social media, you can build a very profitable business from the comfort of your own home, and that's what I'm sharing. So today, let's continue this part 2, and let me share uh, you know what else is important, you know before you start your business, or how can you start your business right really quick. All right. Okay. So this is the screen that I want to share. Awesome. So you can share my screen, right? So yesterday we were talking about how to start your business in next 7 days, right? So let me recap really quick what we talked about yesterday, and then we'll proceed, right? So yesterday we talked about step one, right? You need to think about a solution that you can present in marketplace so that you can solve someone's problem or the problem which is already existed in the marketplace. That way you will be able to earn their business. And another way to build business is sometimes you don't have to find a problem to solve, right? Sometimes you can come up with great ideas, innovative ideas that can inspire people, right? That can inspire people, and you can build business around that ideas, right? And I gave example of Apple, right? All the things that Apple introduced in last 10 years weren't totally focused in solving problem. There were many things that we love today about Apple that we even did not know that we wanted to have it, but they introduce it, they inspire us to use those kind of things, and we got used to with it. That's why we love Apple products, right? By the way, I have still Samsung Galaxy. Anyways, so that's the number one step, right, in part one. And number two step in part one, it was, you know when you think about business, it's not just about what you can sell to people, right? It's all about taking your customer, or taking the group of people that you want to serve from point A to point B, right? So when we're talking about that, you need to always think about the lifestyle that you want to achieve, the lifestyle that you always wanted to have, when you are building that business. And eventually, when you build that business and become successful, what kind of lifestyle that you want to achieve. You see, sometimes many business people, they work hard in their business, they make great money, but they fail big time in their relationship. They fail big time in taking care of their family, and their family crashes, right? I don't know about you guys, but for me, family is important than whatever is available in the world. For me, my family is more important than my business, money that I make, right? So family is very important for me. So I work hard, I do business and all those kind of things, but who do I do this business for? Back to my family, right? Back to my kids, back to my wife, my parents, and all those kind of things. So I don't know about all of you, but I hope and believe that you put your family first than anything else, and I do that, right? So because of that, I cannot imagine about any business which while I'm thinking about any business, I always take my lifestyle side by side. And what I do is I weigh them, right? I weigh them. I will see, I will look at my business and say, okay, this is the business that I want to do, this is how I want to help people and solve the problem in the marketplace, or this is my idea, I want to inspire people and build business around it. And once I take a very good grip on what kind of business that I want to do, next thing I would do is what kind of lifestyle I want to have when I'm building this business. And you know after I achieve success, what kind of lifestyle that I want to achieve. I put those two things side by side and I weigh it, right? Now, if the business that I am doing or I want to do takes lots of time from me, it demands lots of time from me, if it demands lots of things from me that will avoid me to contribute to my family or to be with my family and to have a happy life with family, then I might not want to do that business, right? I want to do that kind of business that will allow me to have more time with my family, that will allow me to have more money to enjoy with my family. My intention here to do business is not just about making money. I want to make money, yes, of course, right? But at the same time, I want to have enough time, to enjoy that money also. That's why they make fun of doctors, right? They say that doctors make good amount of money, but they don't have time to enjoy that money. I don't know how true is this, but people makes fun of doctors, right? I mean they're great people, right? they're second to God for me, right? But people makes fun of doctors and stuff like that because they work hard. I mean, they are in a profession which is, I think, second to God, right? But at the same time, they're pretty occupied, and they don't get enough time to enjoy their money. That's what people says. I don't know, we have to ask doctors, right, medical doctors, whether it is true or not. So I don't want to get into that kind of business where I don't get enough time to spend with my family and stuff like that. So whenever you think about starting your own business, you need to think about a business which will allow you to enjoy more time with your family, which will allow you to make more money to spend with your family, right? And all those kind of things. So those are the two things that we covered yesterday. Now, part two is all about, whenever you think about business, you need to think there is a sales involved in it. You need to sell something. You need to sell something in the marketplace. Now, many people out there, they are afraid of sales, right? So let's talk about what is sales in business, right? If you're doing business, somehow, some way, you need to do sales. You need to get involved with sales. Otherwise, you're not in business, to be honest with you. You need to sell something so that it will be considered as business, or you will generate revenue, right? Now, it could be product, services, or anything else, right? So whenever we think about sales, there are lots and lots of things to think about. You talk about inventory, you talk about store, and all those kind of things. That's why I love the concept of having intangible products. You see, in my business, in financial services industry, I don't have to worry about inventory. I don't have to worry about outsourcing product. I don't have to worry about bringing products from China or from Europe or anywhere else. You see, my product in my business, which is in financial services industry, is intangible. I sell concepts, right? I educate people about financial concepts, how financial products and solutions works, and how they can get advantage from all those kind of things, which are completely, intangible. You cannot, you cannot touch it. You cannot feel it. All you have to do is you have to understand it, right? So with that kind of products, right? One advantage that you will have is you don't have to pay something upfront for those kind of product, right? You don't have to have storage, you don't have to have store, and all those kind of things. Again, I'm not telling that business with products who needs storage and stores and stuff like that are bad. That's not my case. What I'm saying is I love to have that kind of product which does not need storage, which does not need any kind of store, right? So that's why whenever you think about sales in business, you need to think about what kind of product or services you want to sell, right? Do you need to have a store? Do you need to have a physical a place where you have to store those products? Do you need to pay for it upfront? Those kind of things. And whenever we're talking about sales, one important thing that you need to understand is, if you are doing business, there are two ways to expand your business: prospecting and marketing. You see, in my industry, I'm in network marketing industry, right? So in a traditional network marketing industry, what people does is all they do is prospecting, right? That's what I did, right? I will be very honest with you. At first, I started my network marketing business in financial services industry by talking about the product and services to my family, friends, relatives, and my community, right? So that's how traditionally people does business in network marketing industry. But you see, that's called prospecting. Prospecting is something that you talk to people, right, in one-on-one or in some way. Prospecting is you talk to people and you approach them and you offer something that you think or that you believe in, whether it is a product or any kind of solution, or even a business opportunity, right? So when you're talking anyone that you know or that you just met, that's called prospecting. You are approaching someone else and talking about product or services that you are offering, right, or that you offer to people. That's called prospecting. You can do that. That's still one of the effective way. But now, with the advent of internet and technologies, with social medias and all those kind of things in your palm, you have a whole computer in your palm, right? With all this technology and internet and social media platform and stuff like that, You don't have to spend, thousands and thousands of dollars to do marketing. I see many people who are doing great in TikTok. They market their products, they market their services in TikTok, they do that in Facebook. In fact, I'm doing this live, and trying to give some value to those people who wanted to do their own business. Um, you know and in a way, I am doing marketing, right, for my own business also, because what I do is I offer people an opportunity to work in a financial services industry and tap $1 trillion financial services industry from the comfort of their own home by using internet and technology, right? That's what I do. On top of that, I also help network marketing leaders to automate their business online and provide a customized, cutting edge, a software along with unlimited consultation and help to build their automation system so that they don't have to spend hours and hours, months and years of their time into those kind of things, right? Because it's technical. That's what I do, right? I have other business where my wife is more involved, right? Another business that my wife is more involved and my in-laws and my families are involved is a real estate business, right? So they are more involved in those kind of real estate business. So I have multiple business, right? What was I lost the track. Okay, so what I was telling is, whenever you are talking about business, you need to think about, sales, right? And there are two ways to do sales. One is prospecting and another one is marketing. Now, what is marketing? Marketing is something that you put out there through the internet, through newspaper, through, television, or whatever media you have access to. You throw some kind of content or some piece of, content out there about your business, about your service, about your product, hoping that someone will get back to you after looking at that content, right? So that's called marketing. I do marketing a lot in, social medias, and many people look at my content and sometimes they call me or they message me and say that, hey, I want to have this one, I want to have this kind of life insurance, I want to have this kind of financial solution, hey, I need help with this kind of things in finance, right? So that's how I get, I get my leads and prospect nowadays, and that's called marketing. What I'm doing is I'm not approaching anyone directly, which I can do, right? But instead of doing that, what I'm doing is I am putting out content out there in Facebook and, different social medias and online website, blog, and all those kind of things. And through those content, people get back to me. So that's called a marketing. It's piece of content you put out there in different, kind of medias out there, and one day hopefully one will go through it, and if they like something or if they are more curious about whatever I'm talking about, and if they get back to me, I might make sales, I might get that person in my business and help him to build business that I'm building, so those kind of things are marketing. So you need to understand, when you're talking about business, when you're thinking about business, there is sales involved, and there are two ways to do sales, which is prospecting and marketing, right? Now, with social media, again, with social medias, with the advent of internet and technologies and social medias, now marketing is way more easier. Nowadays, you don't have to spend, again, tons and tons of money into TV advertisement or newspaper advertisement like people used to do 10 years ago. Right now, you can run your own TV show. In fact, this is one of the show, right? I run in my Facebook Live, right? This is one of the show where I'm helping you to, build your own business and sharing the things that I, learned in last 10 years. So you need to think, whenever you think about business, you need to think about the sales. There is a sales involved, and sales can be done in two ways: prospecting. One is prospecting, another one is marketing. Now, I love to do prospecting, but as much as I love to do prospecting, I love more to do marketing, because marketing is all about, attracting people by sharing the knowledge that you have, by sharing the goodness that you can offer through your product and services to people, right? So that's called marketing. And with the advent of, social media, internet, and technology, it's more easier, it's more accessible to anyone. Now I can reach to the people around the world through Facebook, through TikTok, through, Instagram, and all those social medias, through email, right? Through my website and funnels. So that's what you need to think about, right? Sales. Now, another thing before I jump into another, important, stuff in this step two is, There are many people who think that, oh, I'm not a salesperson, I cannot sell anything, I don't have that quality, blah blah blah, right? There are lots of excuses when it comes to sales, because I think people have a bad perception about sales. You see, selling something is not bad as long as it serves to the consumer, right? As long as if you are selling something that will provide value to people, at least more value than what they are paying to you, I mean, sales is completely not bad, right? And those people, there are lots of people out there who says, I'm bad in sales, I cannot do sales, I don't have any skills on sales and stuff like that. So I would like to ask, whenever people say that, I ask them, hey, how did you marry your wife? You know, you need to sell yourself to, marry somebody else, right? How, like whenever your kids say, hey, mom, hey, dad, I want this, most of the time you don't agree with them, but, somehow you manage to basically tell them that, hey, you know what, you can do this but next time, or you know what, you can have this when you are when you do this. And those kind of things are selling to, I mean, that's a sales, in fact, right, in your family. When you persuade anyone, you know and convince them to do anything, that's a sales, right? So when you talk to your kids and when they demand something, and you talk to them and you say that, hey, you can get this but only if you do this, or hey, you can get this or you can do this but only after this many time or this many months, or in this time, that's selling, because you're convincing your kids to do something, right? So anytime, whenever you convince anyone to do something, that's a selling, right? And it's not bad at all. The only difference is, whenever you are dealing with your family and your friends, you know probably money is not involved, but pretty much sales is sales. It's all about convincing people to do something, to take action, right? The only difference in business is, you you do selling and people take action and you make money, right? So that's only the difference. So that's the sales. So you need to think about sales in your business. That's another important part, right? Now, the another thing, like, another important aspect in starting your own business in step 2 is, you know once you understand sales and how sales is done, you need to have an automation system. Again, I want to go back to what Warren Buffett said, right? Warren Buffett said, you need to have a source of income that will generate, you need to have a source of income that keep growing or that keep flowing even when you're sleeping. That means you need to have a passive income, right? Or you need to have an income coming into your bank account even when you are not actively involved in your business. Now, I'm not talking about business where you start once and you leave it and you will, continuously get income from it. Of course, you need to put effort. You need to, manage your employee. Maybe you need to manage your staff and stuff like that. But, a business or source of income, you need to have a business or source of income where it does not require you to be there to make money. You see what I'm saying? In my business, I'm in financial services industry. In my business, what I do is I love to train people, right? So whoever says, hey, LB, I also want to work in a financial services industry, can you train me, right? If anyone says that, if they qualify, I look for certain things in that particular individual. Once I find those certain things, and if he qualifies or if she qualifies, I take him or her into my business and I train him or her, right? I train him or her, and give all the tricks and tricks of trades and all those kind of things, right? Tools and whatnot, all the resources. And once that person start making money, uh, you know since that person belong to my organization, whenever they make money, I too make money, right? Certain percent of whatever they generate will come to me as a trainer also. So in my business, if my organization is doing well, even if I'm in vacation for 1 month, I can keep getting money. And whatever the business that I do in financial services industry, you need to do it in right way, right? That's given, right? uh, you know whenever I do any business or generate any business, from that business also, depending upon the company and all those kind of things in financial services industry, I get paid for up to 10 years or 12 years from one sales that I make today, right? So that's a passive income, right? So those kind of income is very important. So to have a passive income, to make your business work even when you are in vacation for a week or a month, you need to have automation in place. So if you are network marketers, or if you're looking any business that you can do from your home using internet and technology, you need to think about having funnels, you need to think about having website of your own, you need to think about membership sites where you can train other people, so that you're not just by yourself, you have an organization that is working with you, so that even if you are in hospital for 1 month, your organization keep working and you keep making money. And that is possible only if you have a automation system, if you have funnel website, if you have training membership site, if you have email marketing system in place, if you have every messenger marketing system in place, if you have a CRM in place. There are lots of tools that comes under automation, which work which one another, and makes that awesome perfect online business automation system. And you see, I worked almost 4 5 6 years in a traditional way, where I go person to person and prospect them, and sit with them in their kitchen table, and explain about all the financial concepts, and that's how I used to do sales. Now, instead of doing that, I made a video of all the concepts that I talk to people usually, and I make them watch those videos. They go through my funnel, they watch those videos, and if they like the concept that I'm sharing in that video, then they will say, "Hey, Albi, I like the concept that you shared, and I want to talk to you and have this kind of solution." And then only I will talk to them. Now, what it does is it's automation system, right? Even if they don't say that, once they go through that information, I have an email automation system in place that will follow up with them automatically, right? And based on any action that they do in my email, I have other automation set it up, right? I have a text message, I have a voice message, I have a CRM system to track what they are doing, what kind of content they're watching, right? And all those kind of things, so that even if they are not my customer or in business right now, I can get them 5 years later or even 10 years later, right? So that kind of automation system is very important. Now, I did not have this kind of automation system before, right? So everything I was doing in my business was one-on-one, all in a traditional way. So I used to work so hard. That's why, there were a month where I made, almost what I used to make in my full-time job yearly. I made it in 1 month, right? And it's because I worked so hard, and the business, when you build business in the right way, you will be rewarded that way. But all of a sudden something happened in my market, and it crashed down to zero. In fact, it went to negative. Then I thought, what, I'm never going to do this business the same way that I did. So I completely changed the way I was doing business, and I started learning about automation. I started learning about digital marketing, how I can do focus heavily in marketing rather than just in prospecting, so that I can automate my business, so that I can leverage internet and technology. So that's how you can automate your business. Again, it might sound so many things in business when you're talking about starting your own business, but don't get overwhelmed. If you tackle this one by one, you can easily create your own dream business in next 7 days, I can tell you that. But if you are overwhelmed, and if you say, "Oh, there are too many things to do as a business owner," then you might need to talk to people like me or anyone else who has everything laid out for you, so that they can hold your hand and walk you through this process and provide you all the resources. For example, in my business, you see, when anyone comes to me and say that, "Hey, I want to work with you," first of all, I don't take that person right away. I see certain things in that person, and only if I find right traits in that person, I will take them. The reason I do this is because when you give something that you love, that you believe in so easily, people can exploit it, people can abuse that, right? And I've felt that in the past. That's why I stopped giving access to whatever I have easily. Whenever they say, hey, I'm interested in what you are doing, I don't say, yeah, I got 1% leads, get started. I don't do that. I used to do that. I don't do anymore. I I simply take them through the process and see if they're going to be a qualified person uh, with whom I can invest my time, right? I can invest my effort, because whenever anyone gets on board to work with us, it's all about me as a trainer investing time, my effort with that person. So what I was trying to share with you is, now I have a system, this kind of system. So whenever anyone qualifies to work with me, what I do is I give them training, I give them all the resources, I give them automation system, I coach them, I walk them through this process, so that I make sure I do everything in my power not to fail that person. But again, that does not works, right? To make this business, to make any business work, that particular person who want to do business has to put effort. He need to have a willingness to learn. He need to have a willingness to acquire skills, right? uh, there is no any business where you push button and get rich. To be honest with you, there are lots of people out there who says, hey, I made $500 today, $1,000 yesterday, and stuff like that, and they make it seem like something so easy, where you just need to sign up and have one link, and you share that link in Facebook and you start making money. uh, there is nothing like that, believe me, my friend. Nowadays, there are lots of people on online who says that you can start making $5,000, $10,000 from tomorrow, and it seems too good to be true, right? Be aware of those people. Don't get uh, and basically these people are very good at attracting people who has shiny object syndrome, right? If you are somebody else who is always looking for shiny opportunity or shiny object, then you will be the person, that gullible person for them to suck a lot of money out of you and attract, right? So there is nothing like that, to be honest with you. Out there, you need to work, you need to put an effort, you need to acquire skills, you need to do things. But there are people like me out there who have a system, who have a tools in place, who have a trainings that are available to you 24 by 7. It does not matter whether you are one-on-one working with a trainer, or you are miles away from that trainer, right? Which makes your journey a lot more easier, simpler, right? And I'm glad that today, because of my willingness to learn about digital marketing, I have that system for my team, I have that resources for my team, I have that tools for my team. But I'm not even giving these tools and system to my team members who show a little bit of commitment. I want to give these tools and system to those people who shows a real big commitment to work with me in the business. You see, that's then only that person will know the real value of the system, that somebody put a lot of time and effort to build for them, right? So again, if you're a person who wanted to have your own business, you need to think about these things. So again, let's recap. Okay, first you need to think about what kind of solution, what kind of product that you want to offer. Is it going to solve any problem in the marketplace? If it is not that, you need to think about any great ideas that you have which can inspire people, and you can build business around it. Second, you need to think about lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle you want to accomplish? Does the business that you are trying to do will help you to accomplish that lifestyle that you are dreaming? If not, that business might not be the right fit for you, right? Because business that you are trying to do need to be able to help you to achieve the lifestyle that you want to, right? What good it is to make big amount of money if you don't achieve the lifestyle that you want to achieve in your life, right? So that's the two things. And another thing, you need to think about sales in business. In business, you need to get involved with sales, and there are two ways to do sales: prospecting and marketing. And marketing is one of the best way to do business in today's world. With the advent of internet and technology and social media, marketing is the way to go. Of course, prospecting is also a good old ways to generate business, because I did that for the last 6-7 years, right? And still I do a little bit of prospecting here and there. but right now I'm all in marketing, because marketing wasn't marketing wasn't accessible to people like me, normal people who does not, who can't afford thousands and thousands of dollars for TV advertisement, right? But now with the advent of social media, you can do marketing even with no money at all, right? So that's the thing. And another one is automation. If you want to generate passive income, you need to have automation in place, so that one day, after you acquire enough skills, after you acquire enough experience, you have a perfect automation system in place, tools in place for your business. That way, even if you are not in a business for 1 week, 1 month, or 2 months, or you get sick and stay in hospital for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, you have still business running in, because the system is in place, the tools are in place, and it is helping you to generate revenue even if you are not around the business, right? So that's another thing. Now, last step, which is part 3, gonna be tomorrow. So if you like what I've been sharing in yesterday's live and today's live, catch me live tomorrow, so that I can share the last part when it comes to building your own business. That is very important for you to understand. Okay, with that, once again, if you have been watching my Facebook live, don't forget to smash that like button, give me some hearts. If you think this content is helpful or valuable, share with your friends. It does not cost any money, right? And again, if you have any questions about business or automation system when it comes to automating your online business, don't forget to give me, don't forget to send me a message, right? Or comment below in this video, so that we can talk about it. With that, again, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay always open-minded, okay? Because never know what you're gonna bump into that might change your life completely, right? With that, this is lbsubba from Fort Worth, Texas. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.